This video is going to be a short one. I just wanted to give you guys a quick alert on Euro USD before the week gets going. I'm not going to do a full multiplier breakdown, just one pair, one setup, straight to the point. If you're new here, this is TopDownFX. No get rich quick, just how I actually read the markets using top-down analysis. Let's get into it. Starting at the top, the weekly time frame. And this time frame I usually just use to identify a market structure. Like in this case, the market structure is clearly bearish. If you remove this arrow right here, you can see that no structure points have been from this point to this point, and these 2 points have not been broken by the market. Just a change of character right here towards the bullish side, but it's still a bearish market. And this market actually, it's Euro USD, which moves quite slowly compared to the other market, and this is quite a stable market when compared to the other markets. So there are also quite a lot of area of interest you can find on the weekly time frame. Like this is an old one I have marked out. I have won trades in these areas. Currently I have marked out one area of interest right here, and second one, if you measure them, right around 20 to 25 pips. This one's quite shorter, like 11 pips. And then this is in daily order block that I marked out on the daily time frame. The first thing you want to do on the daily time frame as well is check the market structure and what it is. Currently it's bullish. When I analyzed this market, it was bearish. Currently it is bullish. And then you want to move down to the 4-hour time frame, check the market structure. I don't look for area of interests in the 4-hour time frame a lot, because it is not as highly respected as the weekly and daily, and when you already have weekly and daily time frames, you don't need to check on the 4-hour time frames a lot. But here in this case, you can see this is a pretty clear area of interest. I don't usually map these out. I just look at them, and if price has any reaction, then I'm gonna move to the candlestick chart to read price action. As you can clearly see, I see a move that broke out, is going for a retest, and is gonna go down again. Currently, there's not a clear entry signal sign, because although there has been an incredible wick out of the liquidity, I don't think that we are ready for an entry. There has not been any clear dojis in the there have not been any clear dojis in the area of interest, and not any engulfing candles. Like this one does not engulf this, even though it's pretty big. So just to clarify this move from here to there for retest, I'm gonna move up to the daily time frame. In this, it's pretty evident when you read price action that price broke out, came up for a retest, and now it strongly rejected this area right here, which is inside the area of interest, which just means that the price will continue heading down. And after this move right here, I would not be surprised if we have another big move. I usually place my take profits on the nearest structure point in whichever direction I'm heading in this market. I'm looking for sells, so I'll look for the nearest structure point to this trade. For example, if I take this trade here, then this is the structure point I'm going to be moving to, this one, and that's why my take profit has been set over there. I was getting ready for an entry by looking at these charts around this point at first, but then this candle is quite big to be engulfed, and if the candle ends here, it's a pretty narrow stop loss, because I need to put my stop loss right here and take profit right there, which just doesn't make sense to work on a negative stop loss. I usually have a 1 to 2. This move right here, this also does not have any clear engulfing. If this candlestick had engulfed this candlestick, then I would have entered this trade, but it clearly didn't. So I'm still waiting for an entry. It's the weekend right now, so the next week is probably when entry is gonna be lined up. I'm guessing the market is gonna go like this, then down, like it did right here. And Euro USD does do this, and it has done it in the past quite a lot. If price does what I'm expecting, this is a clean, high probability setup based on everything lining up across time frames. I usually don't go down to the 2-hour or 1-hour time frame. Now here's the part I say in every single video, and I'll keep saying it. A strategy, no matter how solid, gives you confluence. It gives you a high probability trade. It does not give you a guaranteed win. I've had setups that look exactly like this one and still fail. I have had setups that have looked 10 times worse than this and have made me $200. That's trading Your edge isn't about being right every time, it's about being disciplined enough to take the same high probability setups over and over. Manage your risk properly and let the process play out over a series of trades, not just one. Anyone telling you a setup is guaranteed is either lying to you or doesn't understand how probability works, and you probably shouldn't even be listening to that guy. That's the quick alert for this week on Euro USD. If this setup plays out, I'll come back with a full breakdown of how it developed. If it doesn't, I'll break that down too. Because the losses teach you just as much as the wins, if not even more. Drop a comment if you're watching this pair too this week. See you in the next one.